Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Eve Echoes. Now, we are in the final beta. This is a pre-release before the final launch that will come mid-August. Now, I'm sure some of you guys already have signed up and are already in the game. We're going to take a look at the changes that have been happening in Eve Echoes, and quite a few, and we're going to take a look at them one by one and see how they behave. Now, the game update, we have the Omega clones. So, NetEase has introduced the same monetization as in EVE Online. Now, we have Alpha clones and we have Omega clones. Alpha clones being limited to some specific features, some skill training reduction, and, of course, access to higher level tiers and higher level skills, and, of course, ships that pertain to those tiers have been restricted. Plus, as far as I know, there's no contracts available, there's no market, you cannot sell stuff, you can only buy because as an Alpha clone you are a consumer. Plus, the industry has been totally restricted. Why is that? Because after some serious debates and some serious investigations, this was the only way that this game can mitigate bots. Now, bots are a problem in EVE Online and will be a problem in EVE Echoes as well. And this feature, the Alpha clones, actually aims to help at removing those bots from the economy. Why is that? Because, let's say person X has like 5 bots, 5 phones, or, I don't know, emulates them on emulates the clients on the PC, and he's basically just using the bots to gain access to resources, farm NPCs, gain lots and lots of money, lots of assets. I don't know, maybe have some bots shift between days and have them mine for some specific days, and then guess what? They start trading with the actual real player. The real player gets all the assets and all the ISK and all the stuff, all the currencies, and starts trading them and putting them on the market and stuff like that. And that basically breaks up the economy. Why is that? Because the economy is player driven, and of course the prices go up and down based on supply and demand, and how exactly other people mine stuff, and how other people build, manufacture, research, whatever. And having an infusion of stuff from people using bots, or from people just multi-boxing with Alpha clones, and then trading them back into all the items and ISK back into the main account, and selling everything just to buy a Plex, which is a pilot license extension, gives you an Omega clone access for 30 days. That actually breaks the idea of player-driven economy and can crash the economy, or can seriously affect it. So, Omega clones' additional functions and services are available to players. Players can get Omega clones either by purchasing them directly or with Plex, which can be purchased from other players in the market. Now, they have introduced the Omega clones. There are 2 types of Omega clones, if I'm not mistaken. There's Omega clone Tier 1 and Tier 2. And has, I think the only difference between them is a skill training boost, meaning Omega Clone Tier 2 trains a lot faster than the Omega Tier 1, which trains a lot faster than the Alpha Clone, which has, I think, 25 or 30% reduction in skill training rate. Okay, engineering guide. They've been adding engineering guides, and they've been planning to add multiple guides for multiple professions, which in initial beta, the open beta, lacked. And we have a new feature that has been introduced, completely new, corporations and alliances. Players can now create their own corporations. A fee of 200 million ISK is required to start a corporation. Good lord. You can choose between paying all the fee at once, or creating your corporation first and paying later. Corporation will have limited functions until the fee is paid in full. Okay, this is an interesting one. I guess we'll touch this when we manage to unlock. The pre-release beta will last for 11 days. We've got skill increase, skill training increase. We've got some bonuses to reach, to progress faster. The plaques to activate Omega clones is also available almost for free in the trading centers, just to feel a grasp of how the game will look like in the final release. Alliances. Corporation CEOs can create an alliance of multiple corporations. A fee of 1 billion ISK is required to start an alliance and must be paid all at once. Alliances are required to pay a maintenance fee. If they fail to do so, they will be declared bankrupt and disbanded. Holy crap. Encounters. Several new encounters missions have been added. Capsule Outpost. So, collect materials through mining or resource extraction, purchase blueprints from markets and use them for manufacturing. And you can build your own capsule outpost, and you can anchor it in systems with security level 0.2 or lower. This means that keeping the principle of no PvP, no duels, no anything in high sec. So the only PvP that can happen is in a low sec, and apparently you can only build the outposts in security 0.2 or lower. So this is an interesting one because it prevents, how should we say, it prevents the spam around high sec to low sec gates, where people might build outposts just to build defensive structures and, I don't know, protect the low sec territories. So you actually need to go deeper into low sec to launch this outpost. Cosmic anomalies. The new scout anomaly. After clearing an invade pirate base cosmic anomaly from a system, there's a small chance this new kind of cosmic anomaly will appear in the system. The cosmic anomaly has 3 levels, with pirates appearing at level 2 and level 3. There's also a data investigation point in level 3. You can raid them for data cores and some module blueprints. Elite pirates appear in level 5 or higher scout anomalies. So this is basically like an expedition. The thing that is present in EVE Online. So once you do some specific cosmic anomalies that you had to scan down in order to get to them, there was a chance that you would get an expedition and basically continue on from that and eventually reach, like it would be a multi-part expedition. You could have find in your journal, and you could have just progress with it. Probably the last part of the expedition would carry you into null sec or low sec, which would be extremely dangerous in EVE Online because you can get scanned easily and murdered. So this is an interesting stuff. We don't. The developers announced that we will not have archaeology and so relic sites and data sites. They won't be present. Exploration minigames will not be present for now. But this is the one thing that they did say was going to happen, but they didn't actually mention what kind of exploration would it be. New dead space. After clearing a level 6 or higher invading part base cosmic anomaly, there's a very small chance this new kind of dead space will appear in system. So this is another kind of trigger that can spawn an associated site, and you can get some Type C equipment, defeat them to get some faction ship debris and some other stuff. Other system factions, a new museum. Okay, logistics. Skins, push for game notifications, main interface, yeah, we'll get to that. Visuals, yeah, we're gonna get to visuals. So let's get on with it. Let's load up and show you guys exactly what's happening in here. We're already created our character. We are already undocked, and we're gonna take a look at space itself, because Eve is a game about spaceships. Now, I've just installed this, and I just completed like the intro. I wanted to show you guys the intro, but I think it's actually a bit boring and does not actually reflect the key aspects of the game. There's like a cutscene with interactive stuff. I think we've already showcased it in our previous in one of our previous videos and tutorials. I did submit a feedback for it to be either removed or, I don't know, just make it a cutscene and that's that, because I don't feel that intro with a click here to evade some asteroids and click here to shoot this, that's not how the game works, and might give the wrong impression or the wrong idea about the gameplay itself. So this is a station. The overview has been completely changed. If you remember, the overview would be that floating panel you could have dragged around, just was a bit nice, but not entirely, because it would occupy a lot of space. Now the overview has been minimized here. You can see I don't know how to describe a minimized version of the overview, which is on the right side of the screen, just showing how many anomalies, how many asteroid belts, how many stations are in. Oh, low battery. And then the overview is completely docked on the right side of the screen, so you can filter between all ship stations and blah blah blah, celestial bodies. So it's a bit easier to navigate. You can also add filter, and you can change them like default fitting. Just select exactly what you want to see. There's also settings. You can create profiles now, so you can switch between profiles. For example, if you are in a fleet or in a basically in a fleet with some of your friends, and you don't want to see them on your overview, you can actually save a preset in which the fleet members are removed from the overview and from the overlay, of course. So you can just focus on what's important, like enemies and asteroids and stuff like that. There's a bug. We've already found a bug. So if we click on that, okay, it's not happening anymore. That's a bit interesting. Maybe if we scroll all the way up, down and do this again. Yep. Okay, so it has been minimized. Oh, that's not actually a bug. This is exactly how it works. So if you want the overview covers the modules that you have fitted on the ship, so you can't activate them. But if you click somewhere else in space, the overview gets minimized, and you can select your guns and your prop modules and your repairs. Now the overview, the complete UI of the game has been changed. I'll show you guys a comparison. So the core, like with the armor, the hull and the shield has been revamped. The entire dial here with the capacitor, and of course we have some stuff floating around. We have the speed. We cannot change right now. Ship stopping or ship 100%. If we click on this, nice, we can actually set the ship speed manually to like half speed or a quarter, which is pretty nice, because it can help you if you're kiting and if you're doing stuff like that. The chat has been moved here, and this is the mailing system in which you get some stuff. The entire menu has been redesigned, and let's take a look at the skills here. Also, the skill menu has been changed, and the skill queue. We've got plenty of changes to look at. There's quite a lot of improvements here, and a lot of the feedback that us players have given in the open beta has been taken into consideration. Let's level up here. So tech has been increased, new license has been acquired. We are increased to Tech 3. And Tech 3 opens up Tech 3 ships, destroyers, scout ships. You can click on this and it will reveal exactly what Tech 3 ships means. It's not Tech 3, it's actually Tier 3. Now, let's take a look at the tier tree, ship tree. Okay, there we are. Let's head over to Galente. Why not? And we have here, as you can see, we've got the tier or TAC, and it's all the way from 1 to level 10. And if you can see that that Omega symbol, that's actually where the Omega has access and the Alpha does not. So with the Alpha clone, you are basically limited to tier 7, and that's that. What else there's to talk? The ship fitting is basically the same, hasn't changed much. We still have the
How are you feeling, pilot?
Help us. Called it Cyber Slave. You can actually customize this when you start the game. Cyber Slave, leave me alone. We've got the market. Everything here is pretty much brand new, as in terms of graphics and all that. We're gonna touch on another video tomorrow and try to take each of the change and how it has been improved, or how it has been made worse, if that's the case. But for now, if you have signed up and you have received your early beta access, enjoy the game, and I'll see you guys in space. Cheers.